University. The term parent invokes in us a wide array of emotions, and there is a special bond that we share with our parents that is both unique and precious. It is not something that can be equaled with any other bond that we ever experience in our lives. Now, parents, they always strive to encourage their children, they provide them with everything that they can, and they also provide them not only with a safe environment to grow, but also with the resources to excel in their lives. Today, we have among us one such lovely student from our university, Oindrila Roy Chaudhary, and her mother, Mrs. Reshmi Roy Chaudhary. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, Oindrila. I hope today you are really excited to be here, right? And my first question would be to ma'am. ম্যাম, আজকে আপনি আপনার মেয়ের সাথে এসেছেন অ্যান্ড একটা ইউনিভার্সিটির প্ল্যাটফর্ম শেয়ার করছেন। কেমন ফিল হচ্ছে? মানে
প্রথম কথা তো ভীষণ সম্মানিত লাগছে নিজেকে যে আমার মেয়ের থ্রু দিয়ে আমি এত বড় একটা প্ল্যাটফর্মে এখানে এসেছি। ভীষণ ভালোও লাগছে আপনাদের এসে যখন এই পুরো সেট আপটা আমি দেখলাম, করলাম, খুব ভালো লাগলো দেখে। আমি এই ইউনিভার্সিটিটা ভালোবেসেই আমার মেয়েকে আমি ভর্তি করেছিলাম। আজকে দেখে মনে হলো হ্যাঁ, আমার ডিসিশনটা ঠিক ছিল।
Wow, we are so happy that you are happy. And really, when parents like they get recognition because of their children, it's a different level of satisfaction and happiness, right?
একদম।
Yes. And then Oindrila, now tell me how you are feeling. You got your mother with you and that too at a university program. How are you feeling?
I'm of course happy. Not only happy, but actually today I feel proud of myself that because of me, my mom is here in the studio building. I never thought that I'll be here, and that also with my mother. So it's of course a moment of proud for me that mom, see, you are with me here today.
Right. Something that you can talk about in later times and, cherish this memory forever. Now, let us first speak about the course that you have enrolled yourself into. I believe you are from Electronics and Communication Engineering. Can you tell us about it? Why did you think about pursuing this course?
Basically, I was not in the thing that I'll get into engineering. I was a pure maths honors student. My aim after 12 was that I'll be doing maths honors. I convinced my mom. I filled the forms, but I did not get in any of the colleges, in any of the prestigious colleges. So I was there thinking, what will I do now? Because my WebG rank was not that up to the mark. So then suddenly while scrolling the web, I came across Techno India University. I contacted the helpline and I didn't contact her. I asked my mom, you contact it because I'll not get, because I have been rejected by these colleges and I'm not going any further. So my mom contacted and the admission cell asked us to meet at the Chingrighat office, and it was like a week, and I'm a part of Techno India University. All of a sudden.
Okay. And you do understand, like, I feel you when you face rejection, you just feel like drowning into a sea of sorrow. And you let others take charge. But thankfully, Techno was your ray of hope. Ultimately, you found your solace, perhaps. Ultimately. And what can you tell our viewers about this particular course, about ECE? And why do you think it is actually something that should interest prospective students?
EC is basically about electronics and communication. So it does not only cover the coding part that the mainly students are running nowadays for is the computer engineering, because they believe that the coding is the ultimate thing, that I'll get the job and I'll do anything. But it's not like that. Alongside coding, you also need a wide knowledge about electronic devices, how things are connected. If you do not know how things are connected in your home, how your laptop is getting charged, how will a person work in it? So EC is a department. I didn't get into CAC My EC was the choice because I felt that it's more beneficial in when I'll be going into jobs, and it's not only that I know coding but I also know about electrical circuits and devices, so I'll get into a number of companies in my near future when I sit for job vacancies.
Right. So I believe it broadens your scope since you have knowledge of both electrical engineering and of coding. Right. So it's a combination of two.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Great. And are you enjoying your studies here?
Of course I'm enjoying.
Are you regular in your classes?
Yes, I try my best to be regular in the classes,
Okay.
and I'm the CR, so I need to be regular in the classes.
Right.
My coordinator is
Exactly.
sitting here. I need to be regular in the classes. I actually enjoy with the teachers are so I like they are so good here. I get to understand each and every concept, and there is nothing that I go back home like I go back home it by 9, so then I just don't have the energy to go and sit and study. So it's not that I'm missing out things in the university itself. I'm studying and I'm understanding, and it's done.
Okay.
The topic is covered.
We are happy that we could provide you with sufficient knowledge and enrichment that you have been looking for. Now, you said you are the CR, so that stands for class representative for those who do not know. Can you tell us about your responsibilities as a class representative?
My main responsibility is to connect the coordinator to the students. Yes, there have been students asking me where's the washroom. I have to answer that even. And there are students who had genuine problems, and I had to address that too. I have to bring in notice to the coordinator, and I have to actually my main thing is to coordinate things in my class, what's going on, and give a report to our coordinator.
And how do you think this particular responsibility is enhancing your soft skills or interpersonal skills?
Actually, to be very honest, I was a very introvert person.
Right.
Introvert means I never spoke out this thing. I was never into debates, nothing. In 12 I started being in debates, and I was a prefect in my school, so that actually uh, enriched in me a thing that I want to be the representative, I want to be the head, I want to do this, I want to do that, and that's how it came to
Right.
the CR.
So you have been a prefect, so you have been a leader before.
Yes.
Right? And you do believe that a leader always takes everyone along and then they progress, right? You cannot leave behind people.
No.
Good. And I believe you would do wonderful and like wonderful in your future. And I am also sure you handle your responsibilities very well.
I try my best to handle my responsibilities.
Right. And so now let us go back and speak about your bond with your mother, right? And this is what we are here for. First, we needed to know you and your background and your responsibilities, but now it is time to focus on the special bond that you have with your mother. Ma'am, can you tell us about a special moment? Like for such a long time, you have been with your child. Like even before her birth, you have been connected with her, right? Can you speak about a special memory, special something that you will always remember, always cherish? I understand there could be thousands of moments like that, but can you
course.
pick one?
Very hard.
Right, right.
Very hard for a
Exactly,
mother to
exactly.
pick one for her child. But yes, একটা তো অবশ্যই আছে, যদিও সেটা খুব মানে দুঃখের বা কষ্টের বলতে পারেন আপনারা, কিন্তু আমার কাছে সেটা চিরদিন খুব মেমোরেবল থাকবে। 2023-তে শি লস্ট ফাদার, কিন্তু ও প্রিফেক্ট ছিল। ওকে ওর রেসপন্সিবিলিটি থেকে কোনো কিছু সরাতে পারেনি, ঠিক আছে। উইদিন 2 days ও ব্যাক টু স্কুল, ও স্কুল ব্যাক করেছিল। ওর প্রিন্সিপাল আমাকে বললো, ম্যাম, আমি বললাম স্যারও যেতে চাইছে, বলে পাঠিয়ে দিন। তো অত সব কিছু করার পর ওয়েন শি আর্ন দ্য বেস্ট প্রিফেক্ট প্রাইজ অফ দ্য ইয়ার 2023-24, তো দ্যাট ইজ দ্য মোমেন্ট আই রিয়েলি উড চেরিশ থ্রু আউট মাই লাইফ টিল মাই ডেথ। কারণ ওর ওই শক্তিটা আমাকে চলার শক্তি দেয়,
Exactly.
ওর ওই লড়া ক্ষমতাটা আমাকে লড়তে শক্তি দিয়েছে। আই স্ট্যান্ড আপ টুডে অ্যান্ড সেড, আই এম হিয়ার ফর ইউ।
Right. So I understand how difficult it must have been for you all to lose someone. See, a father can never be replaced like a mother. Like
Of course.
it's so difficult
দুজনের
and
roles দুটো
দুটো
different,
একদম
একদম।
different. And also you lost your husband. I understand that it must have been a very difficult phase in your life, and I'm happy that she could provide you with the strength that was
শুধু
required.
আমাকে নয়, পুরো ফ্যামিলিকে। কারণ
Wow.
ইন জুলাই উই লস্ট হার ফাদার, ইন অক্টোবর উই লস্ট মাই ফাদার।
Right.
তো পুরো ও একদম স্ট্রেংথলি মানে আমাদের সবার মাঝখানে দাঁড়িয়ে যে আমাকে নিয়ে তোমরা সবাই চলো আমার জন্যে, এখন সেটাই আমাদের কাছে মানে আমরা সবাই সেইটাকে নিয়েই চলছি এবং সেইভাবেই চলে আজকে মানে এগিয়ে যাচ্ছি বা নিজেদেরকেও আমরা এনহ্যান্স করে নিচ্ছি যে এইভাবে চলতে।
Okay.
বুঝতে পেরেছেন?
I mean, see, I understand. Like, she provided you with the strength, and I'm so proud of you that at such a tender age, and obviously, she was just a teenager. At such tender age, you showed such remarkable courage. Kudos to you, really. And can you share about a few first moments that you shared with her? First time holding your child, like, how was it? Or first time she went to school, how was that? How did you feel during that time?
ফার্স্ট টাইম ওর স্কুলটা আমার কাছে এটাও খুব মেমোরেবল, কারণ আমি দেখছি সব বাচ্চারা কাঁদছে আর ও দেখছি চুপচাপ বসে আছে, কান্নাকাটি কোনো কিছু নেই। আমার ভয় করছে এইবার কাঁদবে, বাট না, ওকে নিয়ে যিনি ছিলেন মানে উনি ঢুকে গেলেন ভেতরে, কোঅর্ডিনেট ম্যাম ছিলেন, উনি নার্সারিতে ঢুকিয়ে গেলেন। আমরা সব প্যারেন্টসরা সেদিনকে আমাদের ওদের 2 আওয়ার ক্লাসটা ছিল, সব প্যারেন্টসরা আমরা সেখানে ওয়েট করছি। বেশিরভাগ কারো বাচ্চাকে নিয়ে আসা হচ্ছে, ওকে কেউ নিয়ে আসছে না। আমার প্যালিপিটেশন হচ্ছে কেন ওকে নিয়ে আসছে না, মানে কি হলো। আর লাস্টে আমাকে ছাড়ার সময় ম্যাম বলছেন একমাত্র আপনার মেয়ে যে কাঁদেনি।
Okay, so she enjoyed school. She's turning into workaholic. That is one kind of a future projection that I'm giving.
Right.
But yes, so how did you feel? Okay, যখন প্রথমবার আপনি ছাড়লেন কারোর অন্যর হাতে দিলেন, that must have been the first time she was away from you like 2 hours. তো তখন আপনার কেমন ফিল হয়েছিল? মানে প্যালপিটেশন বেড়ে গেছিল তো বুঝলাম যখন আসছে না, কিন্তু ওই 2 ঘন্টা আপনি কিভাবে কাটালেন? মানে
খুবই অ্যাংজাইটি ছিল, কিন্তু আমরা সেদিনকে মানে পুরো আমাদের ওদের 98 স্ট্রেংথ ছিল দুটো সেকশনস মিলিয়ে, তো অল মাদার্স ওয়্যার টুগেদার।
রাইট,
ঠিক আছে, তো সেই কারণে ইট ওয়াজ ইজি ফর আস।
you could share your experiences with each other. Okay,
রাইট।
obviously when you are in a community it helps you to overcome. আপনি একা থাকলে তো মানে কি না কি ভেবে নেবেন, but
সেজন্য
once
সবাই
others are
মিলে
there, yes,
আমরা ছিলাম।
you can.
তো ওটা যার জন্য হ্যাঁ অ্যাংজাইটি তো অবশ্যই হয়েছে, যখন এক একজনের স্টুডেন্টকে এরম নিয়ে আসা হচ্ছে যে কি হলো, কাঁদছে, থাকতে চাইছে না, আমারটাকে আনছে না, কিন্তু তবুও ইট ওয়াজ
Right.
subdued.
So you held your phone. Okay. Do you remember, Andrila, your first day of school?
All is that I've listened from my mother and father that what I did. One thing that I remember is I never, when my mother or father used to leave me at school, I never cried. But when they used to go and pick me up, then that was the time when I used to cry.
Why so? Any reason you can
Like-
think of now?
I don't know what was the reason. Like, generally, at that time, all the children, all the toddlers were happy that my mother has come, my father has come, and that was the time when I was crying.
Okay. Can you tell us in which school did you study?
Assembly of God Church, Tollygunj.
Right. So, see, you have studied in a reputed institution which has definitely built your base. And I believe we all agree that schooling, it lays the foundation for our future. And then in college, we do hone our specific skills to carve out our future paths. Now, you are in college, you're trying to establish yourself in the world. I would like predict that. And how would you acknowledge your mother's contribution in your journey?
She's my everything. My friend, my philosopher, my guide. There's this Insta trend. If you are telling me, you are telling my best friend. For me, it's if you are telling me, you are also telling my mother.
Okay.
It works like that. So if you are gossiping with me, it's actually at night I'm gossiping it with her. So it works always it works like that, always. My father was always out for tours, and she was there with me every time. So I have that bond with her, everything. She's my best friend.
Right. And so if you are like upset with your mother, to whom you would turn to?
Actually, I can't stay upset with her. She have his ways to woo me.
Okay. Okay. She always has her ways. What kind of bribes do you get at home?
Generally, what I get is good food because I love eating, and that's very visible. So that's the thing I get, and I am all hands
And you
off.
forget everything.
Everything.
Everything is forgiven.
Yes.
ওকে অ্যান্ড ম্যাম আপনাকে তো অনেক স্যাক্রিফাইস করতে হয়েছে নিশ্চয়ই জীবনে এটা, এবং সবাইকেই করে থাকতে হয়, এবং আপনাকে এই জায়গায় নিজের মেয়েকে আনার জন্যে কি কি ঠিক ত্যাগ করতে হয়েছে, এবং কি কি ছেড়ে এবং কি কি দিয়ে আপনি ফাইনালি এই জায়গা পর্যন্ত পৌঁছেছেন, আপনি যদি একটু শেয়ার করেন তো আমাদের ভালো লাগবে।
আমি নিজে একজন আইটি প্রফেশনাল ছিলাম, তো প্রথমেই আমি আমার চাকরিটা ছেড়ে দিয়েছিলাম। তো আমার হাজব্যান্ড বলেছিল কেন, আমি বলেছিলাম যে না, আমি ওই কারো হাতে দিয়ে করব না। আমি তখন আমরা বাইরে থাকতাম গুজরাটে, ও অ্যাকচুয়ালি বর্ন ইন গুজরাট,
রাইট।
ঠিক আছে। তো সেখানে আমি বললাম যে না, ওকে আমি একা আমি দেখব, কারণ একটা মাদার চাইল্ড যে বন্ড হবে সেটা যদি আমি কারুকে দিই সেটা হয়তো নাও হতে পারে। বিষয় তখন আমি বাইরে ছিলাম, আউটসাইড বেঙ্গল। আমার ইনলজ, আমার পেরেন্টস সবাই কলকাতায়, তো উই জাস্ট থ্রি, মি, মাই হাজব্যান্ড অ্যান্ড মাই ডটার। তো সেখান থেকে তারপর যখন আমি এখানে ব্যাক করলাম, ওকে এখানে এসে স্কুলে ভর্তি করলাম নার্সারিতে, আই স্টাক টু মাই ডিসিশন। আর ওর বাবার ভীষণ ট্যুরিং জব ছিল, উনি মার্কেটিংয়ে ছিলেন, প্রচণ্ড ট্যুরিং জব ছিল। তো সেই জন্যে আমার
You almost single-handedly
হ্যাঁ
did
এবং
everything.
তখন ওই জন্যে আমি প্রথমেই আমার জবটাকে আমি করেছিলাম যে দুটো হবে না, সিঙ্গেল হ্যান্ডেলি ব্রিঙ্গিং আর আপ অ্যান্ড টেকিং আগেন আ জব, কোয়ালিটি টাইম দিতে পারবো না।
অবশ্যই
বড় হবে, এবিসিডি শিখবে, 1 2 3 4 শিখবে।
নিশ্চয়ই একজন গভর্নেন্স আর একজন মা তো কখনোই সমান হতে পারে না, ঠিকই। বাট লাইক দিস ওয়াজ আ হিউজ ডিসিশন, এবং নিজের ক্যারিয়ারটা পুরোটা সাইডলাইন করে এবং সারাটা জীবন ডেডিকেট করে দেওয়া এটা। সো হাউ ডিড ইউ ডু ইট, মানে আপনার কীরম লাগলো এত বড় ডিসিশন নেওয়ার সময়, অ্যান্ড হাউ ডিড ইউ ইভেন লাইক মেনটেন দ্যাট, হাউ ডিড ইউ স্টিক থ্রু?
হ্যাঁ মানে আমি ওরকম মানে মানে ওইটাই আমার ছিল যে না, আমি কোনোভাবেই ওটাকে আমি সেকেন্ড থট দেবো না, কারণ সেকেন্ড থট দিলে তখন মনে হতে পারে যে কি করব না করব। নো সেকেন্ড থট, ওয়ান্স থট অ্যান্ড ইটস ওভার, মুভ অন উইথ দ্য লাইফ। আর উনি করতেন তো আমাদের হয়ে যেত, তো ঠিকই আছে। মানে আমি এইভাবেই জিনিসটাকে সেট আপ করে নিয়েছিলাম
রাইট।
নিজের মাইন্ডে।
এবং মানে এই যে নিজেকে পুরোটা সাইডলাইন করে দিয়ে নিজের বাচ্চার জন্য করা, এটা মানে পেরেন্টস ছাড়া তো আর কেউ করতে পারবে না, কখনোই না, অ্যান্ড স্পেশালি মাদার্স। মানে ইফ দিস কুড নট হ্যাভ বিন এক্সপেক্টেড ফ্রম আ ফাদার, অ্যান্ড দ্য সোসাইটি জেনারেলি ডাজেন্ট না। সো দ্য টোটাল প্রেশার, দ্য টোটাল ওনাস, ইট ফলস অন দি মাদার্স শোল্ডার্স অনলি। বাট ওইখানে দাঁড়িয়ে আপনি এরকম ডিসিশন নিয়েছেন এবং সেটা করে দেখিয়েছেন, এমন না যে আপনি
কারণ জব করার ক্ষেত্রে আমার সবসময় আমার বাড়ি থেকে সাপোর্ট ছিল।
অবশ্যই
ওটা যে ছিল না তা না, অনেকে হয়তো বলবে যে ছিল না, না আমি সবসময় ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্ট ছিলাম। আমাকে সবসময় বলতে এনি টাইম ইউ ওয়ান্ট ইউ ক্যান টেক আপ ইউর জব, বাট না, ডিসিশন আমার ছিল।
No, no, that is the power of choice. You can choose to be a working mother, you can choose not to be. Right. And I do actually admire your courage.
আমি আমার কিছু লিমিটেশনস জানতাম, বা আমি করতাম যে আমি সিঙ্গেল হ্যান্ডেডলি ওকে বড় করবো, কারণ ও তো ট্যুরিং ছিল, ওর আমার হাজব্যান্ড ট্যুরিং জব ছিল, তো সিঙ্গেল হ্যান্ডেডলি ওকে বড় করা, প্লাস তার সঙ্গে আইটি জব, ইট ডিমান্ডস টাইম, তো দুটোকে আমার পক্ষে হ্যান্ডেল করা সম্ভব ছিল না, আমার লিমিটেশনস ছিল, তো আই চোজ যে না আমি
obviously. So, ma'am, you said you chose her and everything. তো আপনি যেহেতু সিঙ্গেল হ্যান্ডেডলি বড় করেছেন, তো সব পিটিএম সব কিছু আপনিই গেছেন নিশ্চয়ই। তো মানে পিটিএমে জেনারেলি কীরকম সিনারিও থাকতো?
পিটিএমে ওর পড়াশোনা নিয়ে কোনোদিন কমপ্লেন আমাকে শুনতে হয়নি, কিন্তু ওর দুষ্টুমি নিয়ে খুব কমপ্লেন শুনতে হতো। যেরকম ওদের স্কুলে, ওদের তো কোয়েড স্কুল ছিল, তো ছেলেরা দুষ্টুমি করলে পানিশমেন্ট ছিল উইন্ডোলার পাশে বসিয়ে দেওয়া হবে।
আচ্ছা।
হ্যাঁ, এটা 12 অবধিও এটা ছিল। দুষ্টুমি করেছে কী করাবে, ক্লাস টিচার স্মার্টলি নিয়ে গিয়ে ওয়েন্ডেলার পাশে বসিয়ে দিল। ওদের বেঞ্চ ছিল এরকম 5 জন করে বেঞ্চ। কেন না, ওটাই হচ্ছে পানিশমেন্ট, কারণ তারপরে ওর নড়ার কোনো থাকবে না, মানে পারবে না।
আচ্ছা, she can overpower any,
হ্যাঁ
outdo any.
হ্যাঁ,
Okay.
কুল ব্রেথে করে দিত।
Okay, that is something new we got to learn. Do you have anything to say on it? Any comments you want to add?
It started from the very first, like from nursery. The first thing I did to a boy was he pushed me and he went inside the class and I went running behind him. I pushed him. I laid him in the ground. I sat on him and I did bite his nose literally. That was the first thing I started doing, and from then all the boys there feared sitting beside me because I could do anything.
Obviously, they're scared for their lives. You were vindictive back then. This kind of aggression, like how come you have that?
They were like, you pushed me, now learn a lesson.
Right. Okay. So, people, please do not mess with her. And this goes out to everyone studying at Techno or even outside, those who are watching. So, see, we all agree that our parents, they silently and happily sacrifice a lot for us. As your mother is a prime example of it. She did it. And I'm pretty sure she never let you feel any, guilt that she had to sacrifice her job for it. Neither did she regret it at any moment of time. She was happy to do everything for you. And similarly, our soldiers, our martyrs are there who have sacrificed themselves for the sake of our country, for protecting us, and we do honor them. And as a tribute to them, we encourage thoughts of nationality and the sentiment of contributing towards our country among our students. So it is, very difficult seeing our own flesh and blood risking themselves out there. But these parents, they have gone through it and they still stood by their children, their wards when they enlisted themselves in the army or the navy or the air force, and they saw their sacrifices. So a big salute to them. A big salute to them. And also now I would like to know how you want to help your motherland. Do you have any plans of contributing to the country?
The plans I have, mainly the thing, I don't know if I'll be able to do that because that needs a lot of preparation to crack the UPSC exam or the government exams, to sit for the raw coding base. There's one thing, the hacking theme. So I want to get in that. I don't know if I will be able to do that, but of course I'll try my best. This is just the first year of college, so I'll be trying my best to get into that.
Right. And you have a lot of time at your hand to practice. And I believe if you set your mind to something, you can definitely achieve that. Right? There is a saying in Hindi, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. So if you continue trying, I'm pretty sure you would be able to do it. Okay, and all the best. I'm really impressed that you have thought about it. Right? Ma'am, how do you think that she should contribute towards the country? Like, that is her idea. Do you have any more ideas about what she should be doing or anything else?
No extra idea. I'll nurture her idea.
Right. So this is something that is like almost unheard of. Parents generally, they do burden their children with their own expectations. I'm so happy and I feel like so proud of you that you are there to support her completely without any conditions, like unconditionally. And you would support her
I
for
would like
everything.
to add something over here. আমি কখনো ওকে কোনো কিছু করতে না করিনি, কখনো। ছোটো থেকে আমায় বলতো আমি ইংলিশ নিয়ে পড়বো, ঠিক আছে পড়ো, ইংলিশ বই পড়া, ইংলিশ গল্পের বই, স্কুল বুকস তো আছেই তার সাথে। তারপর উঠলো উঠে তারপর 6 থেকে মা আমার অঙ্ক ভালো লাগে, ঠিক আছে আমি ম্যাথস অনার্স নিয়ে পড়বো, আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, তাতেও না করিনি। যখন ও ম্যাথস অনার্স নিয়ে কোথাও এতে চান্স পেলো না, তখন আমি বললাম এবার তাহলে আমি আমারটা বলি, হ্যাঁ তুমি বলো। তখন আমি ওকে এখানে ভর্তি করলাম, যে আমার বেশ তুমি ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং পড়বে, হ্যাঁ পড়বো।
রাইট, অ্যান্ড ইউ গেভ হার দ্য চয়েস যে তুমি পড়বে কি পড়বে
হ্যাঁ
না।
সেখানেও কিন্তু ওকে আমি জিজ্ঞেস করেছি।
হ্যাঁ, ফোর্স করলে জেনারেলি সেটা ভালো বেরোয় না
না,
আউটকামটা, ঠিকই।
হ্যাঁ
And this is something parents need to understand. If you support your words in whatever endeavor, then they will definitely succeed. Perhaps not in one go. Okay, success does take time. But if you stay behind them, they are definitely going to do wonderful jobs. And they are going to make you proud. So, this question is again for you. How do you view success? Can you tell us what is your idea of success, Indrila?
My idea of success is providing everything that my mom sacrificed at a point in life for me. Providing her everything. That's my main thing. That is the reason why I want to succeed.
Okay. And does success mean that you have acquired a certain amount of wealth, having a luxurious mansion, car, etc.? Or does it mean achieving a certain level of peace of mind and, you know, a certain satisfaction in life that this is what I have done, this is what I have contributed, this is what was the purpose of my life? What is success to you then?
I believe in the second one.
Okay, and why? You have to explain a
Yes.
bit for our viewers to understand.
Yeah, sure. Because have money, land, property, everything materialistic is all, it's here one day and it's not there the other day. But
Okay.
achieving success, contributing to the society, being successful is that will stay till death with me.
Right. And, you know, having this sense of satisfaction that this is what I've done, this is my worth, that will always uplift you. That will always be there. And that's, you have said, it will always stay with you till your last breath. And this will always stay with those who are closer to you as well. Okay. So, Ointila, do you know about? So, you said you are into coding as well. You want to get into raw. So, do you know about coding clubs at the university? Are you a part of a coding club?
No, the orientation just the orientations are taking place, like the GDG orientation is tomorrow, and the Tech Club orientation has been before, but the club's invitation links have not been sent yet. So if once I get the links, I'll sure sign up for that.
Okay. And what do you think is the importance of a coding club? Why do you think this club is important?
The main importance is these clubs enhance the knowledge of coding, and another thing is these clubs give you exposure to hackathons. These hackathons proves the base and adds to the CV, which I have learned. It adds in the CV, so that when I'm getting a job, when I'm going for a job, those acts as my credit scores, and I do get a level up.
Right. And you see, it also allows you to build a community and
Yes.
network with others who are in the same field and learn from experts even. You get that exposure. And as you have said, that you also get to go participate in hackathons, which enrich your CV. Now, Oindrila, so after you get a job, right? Which would be very soon in a few years. After you get a job, what is the first thing that you want to do for your mother?
The very first thing I want to do for my mother is actually buy her a sari, because that what my father used to do whenever he would get his incentives, bonus, salary for my mother.
Okay.
So that's my dream, that buying her a sari for her. It's my dream. And that's the first thing I'll do when I get my first salary.
Right. So this is how you're trying to keep your father alive in your memories and keeping up with the family tradition. I must believe
Yes.
it's a family tradition.
Yes.
So it's so good to know that I'm very sure you miss him every day. But you are still trying to honor the traditions that he had set. So I understand it was very difficult for you to cope up with the laws, but can you tell us how you actually did it? Because that would inspire a lot of people. Many people go through huge catastrophic losses. So,
At that point, from Daddy's little princess, I turned to Daddy's strong girl.
mhm.
And I held up myself like, my dad is no more here. I need to do that. I need to stand for my family. And that's all. I changed my mindset. I need to be with my mother. I need to be with all those who are affected by my father's death. And I was like, I have to stand strong. I have no other choice. There's no point sitting back and crying for what I've lost. Rather, being strong and achieving more and shouting out to my dad that I did it.
And how do you want to, honor your father once you become successful? You are. See, you've gotten this far. You have already showed your strength. You have already said to your father that you have did it this far. But once you get the job, once you are ultimately established according to the society, according to the general norms,
Norms.
how would you like to honor your father then?
It like I am not into these tattoos, piercings, and anything.
Oh,
So I generally don't believe that. I don't even put a earring.
mhm.
So the first thing I'll do is I'll get a tattoo here about Daddy's strong girl, and that's my motto of life. It keeps me going every time, and that's how I'll honor him. Except he's always with me in my memories, in my heart, and that's how I'll honor him.
Right. Um, See, I believe you all have, you at least have seen Harry Potter. And actually not. Okay. So there is this famous saying there that those who actually love us, they never leave us. They always stay on in our heart. Right? That is why I wanted to refer to it. It was it is in fact such a popular thing. So I thought you might have. Okay. But I just wanted you to remember that yes, your father is always there with you and he will always be there with you. And you said you want to get a tattoo about daddy's strong girl. So I I cannot imagine even the moment you get it, how it would be a moment with filled with like such varied emotions. It's very difficult to comprehend, but I really wish and pray that you achieve that. I really wish and pray you achieve that. Okay. And so, Angela, I believe you do understand that at one point you have been a support system for your mother. You have provided her with enough courage, but at some point of time, you will be her primary caregiver, like she was. So, when the tables turn, how do you plan to handle life?
The way I plan to handle life is I'm always going to keep her with myself. I have said her that when I marry, I'll put a condition to my husband that if you are keeping me, you need to keep my mom.
Great. That is one condition they should agree to. Or they can come and stay with you.
Of course they can.
Why is it that you have to go and stay?
Actually.
Why
'Cause I'll
change
be
places?
yes.
Right.
Like, that's a new idea. Do not quote me when you get married, okay? Do not put the blame on me that ma'am said. Right. Okay. And so, after all this seriousness, let us lighten the moment a bit. Do you feel interested in any cultural activities?
Actually, I'm interested in that thing. Excuse me, just a minute. I'm interested in. I'm just not getting that word. Anchoring. Yes, I got it. I'm so
Okay.
sorry. It's anchoring.
She's after my job.
I'm interested in anchoring, but due to there was a gap that I didn't participate in debates. I focused on my academics, so my English got a bit down.
Mm-hmm.
My pronunciation, my expression. The now you just saw me finding words that I forgot. So that thing is not just acceptable when you are in anchoring.
Right.
So I need to get that thing straight, and I'll do the auditions in the second year.
Great. Are you aware of the cultural club, the active cultural club that is there in the university? So, here at Techno India University, we do not bind you only with your academics. We provide you enough scope to explore your interests, and we believe in a holistic development. Hence, we also promote cultural clubs, coding clubs, and anything and everything that can make our students feel supported in all aspects of their life. So I would ask you rather. So you have seen the cultural club. You have been. You have spoken with the members. You have seen the coordinators, etc. Do you feel that they're very supportive of everyone's endeavors?
They are very supportive, and one thing that many students I know didn't like, but I liked, they expect professionalism. Because professionalism is the only thing that can get you success, that can get you at a point. So you need professionalism
Wow.
wherever you go.
Exactly. And you see, when you practice professionalism, this kind of formal behavior, and one thing is being on time. This professional behavior will get you ahead, and starting early in life, once you get into the habit, you no longer have to struggle to be on time, to be formal. Once it becomes a habit for you because you are starting on early, it will come naturally to you, right? So that is one good thing you are nurturing. Now, how do you plan to actually see? You said because of your academics you could not focus on anchoring and other things, but you do have your English classes and your CSD classes for practicing English, right? No more excuses. So next year we are going to see her auditioning for anchoring.
Yes, sure.
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 Okay. And how do you plan to now balance between your academics and your extracurricular? Because you see, you said that you had to let go of it previously. Now, how do you plan to manage your time?
That when I was in 12th, the pressure was like very much. I couldn't handle that much, and that time the my emotional thing was also down. So I need to pull myself emotionally and the academics both together. But now I'm emotionally very stable and I'm happy. So I have classes 5 days a week. We have that is from Tuesday to Saturday. So the Sunday and Monday is off, and I gradually wake up at, and I eventually wake up at 6:37, and I go to sleep at 12:30. So
Okay.
there's a huge time, and always academics is not a good thing. It will
Right,
just bore
exactly.
your mind, and you will be just a dull thing. So in those times when I'll be like bored of academics, I'll be nurturing my anchoring skills. I have done before. I've been an anchor before in my school days, but now because of losing the vocabulary in English, because of lack of practice, I don't do that now. But I'll be doing that from the second year.
Right. And you will
So
get ample practice in classrooms.
yes, the CSD thing is gets me going. Ma'am
Okay.
is like, you have 5 minutes, prepare a speech, and you need to speak up.
Yes, that is one thing we do in our classes, and participation is a must.
Yes, participation is a must.
Participation is a must. Okay, so we are like so delighted to learn about your future plans and your keen interest in keeping in touch with your roots, and also not giving up on progress. You want to keep up with your time, and you do not want to forget your roots, do not want to compromise with your values. And we're so happy that you are actually someone who is capable of such deep thinking, and I believe you would inspire a lot of adolescent viewers today. And here at Techno India University, we inculcate fundamental human values and ethics and foster an environment of educational as well as moral growth. We ensure that our students, in the frenzy of chasing material success, do not forget their parents and their roots. In fact, we have an ongoing initiative called Prithohin Hok Vidhashram, which not only underscores our dedication to social service, but also we make children aware that although, yes, we are there to provide support to those who are helpless, who are left without any support, but children should not abandon their parents in a frenzy to chase some kind of material success. Be with your parents, support them, try to work out something, right? Cherish the bonds that you have. And in life, you will understand that there is nothing more valuable than having your own people with you. And we depend on them on our during our infancy, and in the old age they depend on us. We should not disappoint them during that time, and we should honor them for whatever they have done for us. And today we will conclude our session by thanking our guests and hoping that they do really well in life and their bond, it remains like this. It never tarnishes. Thank you and good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.